Hey guys, Erin here again, and today I'm doing another episode of Keto Talk, and today we're going from the pantry that we did last week to my fridge and freezer this week. I really, I'm enjoying showing you guys what it is I've got kind of stored away and what I've been buying. It feels a little bit easier to do these and show you what I have on stock at any given time than to do a grocery haul, because when I buy groceries, I'm kind of buying things in different shifts, and so actually looking into what is in my fridge and freezer is a good indication as to what it is, I would buy. But, in any given week, like one week I buy more of these staples and then the next week I buy more of these staples, so I've got like a good rotation. But what's in here at any given time is basically the food that I'm eating on this keto diet and what I'm purchasing. So I've thought about this logistically, and I've watched a lot of other people show their fridge and stuff, and they usually take the camera and they take it into the fridge. But because I'm so short and because my fridge is so tall, there are areas within it that I'm just not going to be able to properly hold the camera and get it in there. So I'm going to be pulling the items out, putting them on my countertop, laying them out so you guys can kind of see various groups. I'm going to be grouping it into kind of my staple keto items that I'm always making sure I have on stock, and then kind of going into some of the extra items that I have, and kind of just, where I'm sourcing them from, and, why it is I'm buying them, and then also giving some kind of nutrient content about each of the items. So that way, hopefully it gives you guys a good idea of what you should be buying or could be buying. And again, this is me and what I've bought and what I use. This is in no way to say these are the only items you could ever purchase. If you find other good keto finds in your area, enjoy them, and if you like them, enjoy them even more, because that's the way that you're going to be the most successful diet person, is if you're eating and feeding yourself in a way that makes you feel happy and makes you feel content, and it's meals that you are enjoying. These are the staples that we eat because it's the type of, taste, sensation, whatever it is you want to call that, that we enjoy in our family. So I hope you guys enjoy this video, and if you did, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, because that lets me know again that I'm doing you guys right and I'm putting content out there that you guys are enjoying and find interesting. All right, so with that being said, let's get into these cold items that I've got in my fridge and my freezer. Okay, so these are kind of the good old-fashioned keto staples. So I've got my Kerrygold butters. I keep salted and unsalted on hand in order to, flavor up my food, get good salt in there, and then, I use butter really to cook all my meals. Sometimes I use coconut oil and also olive oil just to keep it, kind of a variation and get different flavors in there. But Kerrygold is my preferred purchase. This Kerrygold butter I buy in a 3-pack from Costco. It is $7.29 for those 3. So when you break down the price, it becomes approximately $2 and some change per butter, which is really great, because when I buy it at my co-op, it's almost always about $3.29, and so buying it at Costco does save me a few bucks per 3-pack of butter, and that goes a long ways when trying to make other purchases. So then I can't buy, and Costco does not sell, the unsalted butter, and this is what I use in my bulletproof coffees. I basically only use it in bulletproof coffee. I get salted and unsalted butter, and I keep those in stock in my house. Another thing that we can get from Costco is this 2-pack of bacon, and I like this one because it is pork that's raised on a vegetarian diet, which is kind of odd that you have to put that out there, but then they also don't use hormones. There's no antibiotics in this. It's an applewood smoked, so that tastes super good, and if you are kind of missing those kind of flavors, it's really great. And I'm hoping hoping for once my camera focuses on the nutrition information. This one has 0 carbs. There are some bacons that will use, salts and sugars to kind of marinate the bacon, and so you want to make sure that you are not getting something that is, gonna have some extra sneaky carbs in there. This is, it's a bigger, thicker pack, and so usually I'll end up freezing one of these and saving it for later. I believe this 2-pack is $8, and as you can see, this is quite a lot of bacon. It's more bacon than what I would normally get in a bacon pack from my grocery store or anything. So you are getting a lot more, and yeah, bacon is good on keto. Kind of in conjunction with that is eggs. I always keep eggs on hand, just because they're good for, baking things. I use them for my fathead crust. I eat them. I buy local eggs from a local supplier. I get these at my co-op. They're brown eggs. Costco also does sell cage-free brown organic eggs, but they sell them in like 24 or maybe it's even 36 eggs in one group, and it's a huge case. I just don't have the storing capacity to hold onto that, so I buy local eggs. I spend about $3 on this 12-pack for local organic eggs. And the last kind of keto staple thing that I have is a big thing of heavy whipping cream. I like to put this in coffees, I like to use it in desserts. It's just great to have on hand. I get this one from Costco. It's a half gallon of heavy whipping cream, so this lasts a long time, and it's organic, pasture-raised cows. So this cost me about $9, and so that's kind of a lot, but when I looked at just my co-op and just a small thing of whipped cream, like the really small, like little, I don't know, like half a quart or whatever they are, it was $3. So this is a huge saving just to buy it in this larger quantity, and you know what, I will totally use it. All right, so these are the items that are, kind of the keto staple items that you traditionally see in a lot of people's fridge, and I just, I want to show them to you guys and show that I have them too. But I'm going to take it to the next level and show you some of the keto items that I can kind of consider my kind of secondary staples, I guess, that go beyond the traditional, eggs, bacon, heavy whipping cream, and butter. All right, so this collection is kind of my my go-to kind of additional staple items. I always like to keep a pack of hot dogs handy. Hot dogs, you can just throw them on a frying pan, you can throw them on your grill, and you can cook them up, really quickly. So if I'm, ever like just so exhausted and I don't want to make dinner, I've got these on hand. Another thing that I always keep handy are a couple things of liquid stevia. These are great because if I ever want something that's sweetened, stevia doesn't affect me. I personally can't handle sugar alcohols, and so I avoid that. So stevia is kind of my go-to one. I like this Now brand. I was using Sweet Leaf for a while, but I found this and it's a little bit cheaper. I want to say these are almost $2 per bottle cheaper than the Sweet Leaf brand, so that's a good way to save some money. I also keep cream cheese on hand, so I'll keep it in the spread form, and then I also buy the bricks of it too. Another thing that I often buy, and I buy this big huge thing from Costco, it's these mozzarella snack balls. I like these because they're a really good way if I'm noticing my lunch is a little bit lower on fat. If I go with a salad, or if I go with something that's more like, salad and protein focused, and, I want to put some extra fat in there, I might add avocado, but then, maybe I just want a little bit more. These balls are really, really great. I get this entire package, I want to say it's $6.99. This will last me a good 2.5 weeks, and so it's just a great way to throw it in there. These have, it's 1 ounce of cheese, 70 calories, less than 1 carb per packet, and then the protein on this, it's 5 grams of fat, and then the protein is 5 grams of protein. So just in one little little tiny snack pack, you get 5 grams of fat, 5 grams of protein, less than 1 carb, and so it's just an easy way to kind of sneak some good fat and protein into a meal where I may be finding it lacking. The other thing that I always keep on hand are a couple items that are kind of my go-to for good probiotic health. So I will get fermented real pickles and keep those on hand. That's a great snack. And then I also keep various sauerkrauts on hand in order to kind of help with my digestion. Yeah, so these are kind of my extra staples that go beyond the traditional keto eggs, bacon, and butter fat. All right, so the next group that I'm gonna be showing you are my kind of vegetable staples that I like to keep on hand. All right, so these are kind of my current staple collection of fresh vegetables that I like to keep on hand. So I like Brussels sprouts. They're a really great ketogenic veggie source. What I typically do with these is I will quarter them and then saute them in butter, add some cheese, and kind of have that cheese attached to like the Brussels sprout, and then yeah, it'll get kind of fried up and very tasty, and that's the way I eat Brussels sprouts. I know you can eat them raw. I don't particularly like them raw. It's just not my thing, but I like them fried in butter with cheese, and so that is a good way to get some good fiber in. And Brussels sprouts are naturally a very ketogenic veggie source. So another thing that I buy, and I buy this big 2-pack for $3.99. It's organic cauliflower rice. It's already riced and made, and you can just toss it into a frying pan. I will do like a cauliflower mac with this. I will also use this to make fried rice. It's honestly like one of my favorite side dishes to just really easily throw together. And again, it's only $3.99. These packets are also really great to freeze, so I'll just take them apart, toss one in the freezer, and then use it again another day. Another like kind of snack one that I keep on hand are like, I keep big bell peppers, but I also like to buy these little mini bell peppers. I like dipping them in avocado, mashed avocado or guacamole. It's just a great way to kind of get a good keto snack. You kind of have to be careful with these. There are some carbs. They are like 4 net carbs per 3 peppers, so you can't really eat just a ton of these at one time, and you kind of have to be mindful, but peppers are a great way to get vitamin C in, and so that is something that can be lacking, and so these 3 peppers have 270% of your daily vitamin C intake. I'm somebody that kind of goes crazy on my vitamin C, and I take more than the daily recommended dose, but that's me personally. But peppers are a great way to get that vitamin C in. Another thing that I like to have handy just to season some stuff up is jalapeno peppers. I like food spicy, and so I almost always have a jalapeno handy in order to toss it into one of these dishes. Maybe I'll make spicy cauliflower mac and cheese and add a little jalapeno in there. Maybe I'll throw it in a pizza. I also keep jarred jalapenos handy, but you know, sometimes you just want the fresh thing. So I keep jalapeno, however you say it, handy for that purpose. Another thing that I like to keep handy is fresh kale. This is the lactinacto. I think it's just called dino kale, and that's considered to be the most nutrient dense, best for a keto diet kale that you can buy. I like to make these into kind of like kale chips or kale strips, and usually when I do that I'm pairing it with like hot wings or something that's, you know, a little bit more of a treat in and of itself. So I want to make sure that I'm getting, you know, good nutrients, good micronutrients, and kale is a great way to get a ton of great micronutrients into your diet. I eat some meal once a week, maybe twice a week, that's got kale in it. It's just a really great, easy source for those nutrients. The other thing that I always have handy is some sort of salad mix, and I buy these from Costco. I'll either buy a big tub of like spring lettuce or spinach, but I've been buying these organic Mediterranean chopped salads. I don't know if it'll show up, but it comes with a bunch of like, it comes with like a bunch of like croutons and sauce that I want you to put on there, and I just throw that away. The salad itself, for like a 3-ounce salad, will have 4 carbs, 2 fibers, so 2 net carbs per 3-ounce serving. Sometimes I do a little bit more than that. I like this one because it's got romaine, chicory, broccoli, cauliflower, and then cabbage, and it's got carrots in there too. Good way to get, again, a lot of the micronutrients that you need, and specifically vitamin A and some more vitamin C. I get a lot of questions regarding if I supplement, and I try to get a lot of my micronutrients, my vitamins from my food, but you know, and you can't always do that. So I will show you guys what supplements I take, but it's very specific to my diet and what micronutrients I'm able to pull from various foods. So these are kind of the fresh vegetables that I keep on hand. Next, let's get into some of the other kind of things that I like to keep handy in my fridge. Okay, so this is my kind of basic condiment collection. So I keep mayo. The mayo I use, I buy this big thing from, again, Costco. It's an avocado oil mayo, so I don't get any soybean or canola oil in there. That's something that I choose to avoid. Again, I buy that at Costco. I like to keep some source of mustard around. I'm a mustard kind of girl, and I like this kind of spicy brown mustard, and so this doesn't have any carbs in it at all. It's just pure kind of mustard, and I put this with eggs, I put this on chicken. It's just a great way to get some extra flavor without having to add any carbs. So the other thing that I like to have handy, because I got those hot dogs, is ketchup. I like ketchup on tons of food. I like ketchup on my hamburgers. I like it on my hot dogs, like I said. It's a great, condiment, and it's really hard to find ketchup that is keto friendly, because a lot of ketchups are sweetened, and then if they are keto friendly, if they're reduced sugar, they'll also put in like aspartame or Splenda in it, and this one is just basically ketchup made from tomato, and then the vinegar source that they use in this one is apple cider vinegar, and so it's got all those kind of like apple cider vinegar benefits. This brand specifically is West Bray Natural. I find this at my co-op. I think you can also find it online, like on places like Amazon, and then also I think Thrive Market sells it, and that's again another online kind of natural food store. So if you don't have a Whole Foods or a co-op or something like that in your area, you can look for it online. Another thing that I like to keep on hand is coconut aminos. You have to be kind of sensitive with this when you're on keto, and especially pairing it with other foods and within whatever your daily carb count is. A little goes a long way with this. There is 1 carb per serving, but a serving is a teaspoon. So again, like I said, a little goes a long way. I will usually pair this with a carb-free soy sauce, but I don't have any on hand right now because I made some good stir fry the other day and I used it all up. But yeah, this one, it just gives it that little bit of extra flavor that you might expect from like Chinese food to go. And so yeah, I like it for that purpose. Another thing I keep on hand, and I've showed this brand a million times, but I keep some good salad dressing on hand that's pre-made. Sometimes I'll make salad dressing where it's, you know, just the traditional apple cider vinegar, olive oil, but sometimes I want a little bit more flavor, and so I like this this one because it's made from avocado oil again, and tastes great. Oops, sorry about that, guys. My camera overheated because too much good kitchen goodness. So another thing I like to keep handy are these kind of seasoning pastes. Sometimes it's hard, you know, when you're on keto to get the flavor you want from certain, you know, seasonings and certain tastes. And so if you were to buy some herbs, there'd be extra carbs in it. And so just trying to get that taste in there can be really, really hard. So I like to keep these on hand just to kind of season up, you know, vegetables as I saute them, or meats as I saute them, or cook them. And it just gives that extra little bit of flavor. I will say with these, they have various amounts of carbs, like this chili pepper one. You can only use 1/4 of a teaspoon would be 1 carb. And so I use these very, very, very sparingly, just to get flavor in there. I think this one, yeah, this one is 3/4 of a, the lemongrass is 3/4 of a teaspoon, and I get 1 carb from that. And again, you know, I'm applying it across a larger dish, but if that dish, again, has vegetables and there's higher carbs in that, you know, it's just being mindful of what it is I'm putting in there and what I'm mixing in with it. But whenever I do, you know, just want a good little bit of fresh, real flavor, real herbs, I will throw these into a dish. And I like to keep them on hand so that way I'm able to kind of sauce up, spice up, add taste to things. So that way I'm just, again, never getting bored, never having, you know, the same dish every single day. If I, you know, have hot dogs every week, my side is different. If I have an egg dish every week or pizza, you know, my side is different. And that's where I get a lot of the variety, a lot of the flavor, a lot of the, you know, ability to kind of stick with it from. So these are kind of my condiments extra section. I've got one more little section from my fridge, and then I'm gonna go on to my freezer items. Okay, so this is the hodgepodge of kind of some of the rest of the stuff that's in there that are, you know, generally you will find within my keto fridge. I like to buy these, these single serving packs of guacamole. I get this huge thing from Costco. Again, it's, I want to say it's like $12 for these little grab and goes. They're 100-calorie guacamole packs. There are 5 carbs, 3 fiber in these, 9 grams of fat, and then 1 gram of protein. But then you are also getting basically no vitamins from these, but you're getting a good little quick fat treat. And so again, I like to dip my peppers in it. I might add it to a salad. I might use guacamole as a replacement instead of my mayo in like a tuna dish. I might throw it on eggs, you know, whatever it is I want to do, but it's in a quick, like, let's go, I need that fat, I need to get it and go serving size. And so yeah, I find these super, super helpful to have around and just to, you know, keep things going. I also like cottage cheese. So cottage cheese does have some carbs in it. It does have 3 carbs, and so I don't go crazy on this. Again, I'm mindful about what other things I'm eating within my day, but I like the taste of cottage cheese, and so that is something that I usually have around. I have my coconut yogurt on hand in case I want some good, again, some more probiotic health. Yeah, I will add some of that vanilla cream stevia to this in order to kind of make the taste better. I keep pepperoni slices in my fridge for pizzas, for whatever. I'll keep slices of cheese in order to throw it on a burger and make like a lettuce wrap burger. I will keep various shredded cheeses on hand so that way I can make some sort of dish, add it to vegetables, whatever it is I want to do. I keep a good source of, you know, cheddar cheese, Mexican cheese, mozzarella cheese on hand for pizzas, you know, again with vegetables, on burgers, whatever it is I want to do, in salads. I also like to keep deli meats on hand. Right now I've just got turkey breast, no carbs, but also no fat. So, you know, I might be laying these out and then throwing some of this guacamole on top, eating some of those mozzarella balls, whatever it is I need to do to get the fat content up when I eat something like that. I also keep peanut butter in my fridge. I showed this in the pantry once, so I'm not going to talk about it, but peanut butter is something that's always on hand, good for smoothies, good in desserts, just good in general. Yeah, so these are kind of the wrap-up items that I have in my fridge. Let's go into the freezer. All right, you guys, I need you to forget the word freezer. I'm gonna do my whole freezer as a different video. Because this video is getting incredibly long and out of respect for your guys' time, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video right here. I just wanna say that as you guys can see in this video, I've got a number of great staples on hand. These staples help me to not feel tempted to cheat, to not feel tempted to, you know, go off keto. By having condiments, different spices, different seasonings available, I can very easily, you know, change meals up. I could basically have the same meal every single day of the week, but do a different side, do a different seasoning with it, do a different cheese with it. And that's what I feel really has made me very successful on this diet, is because I'm not doing a constant routine. I've got staples and different things in there that will help me change it up. And it feels like an actual true lifestyle versus a diet. And you know, that's what I would recommend to anybody, is to try and figure out how to do that within your own diet, or, you know, within this whole keto process for yourself. So yeah, I hope I showed you guys some good options of things to have around, or things at least that I keep around. Again, like I said in the beginning of this video, this is in no way to say that you have to have all these items, or the only way to eat the best way of keto is to do it with these items. These are just my items, and these are the items that I use to keep myself good and, you know, kind of focused on this diet. Yeah, that's basically all I have. So again, until next time, I hope you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys later. Bye.